Quite. Hi, Reverend. Sorry, not joining up when I did. Late. Uh, last few hours. I've been on the phone with Durable Medical and my insurance company a few times, or not to mention sending emails and contacting member services left and right, trying to get my thing taken care of. I'm starting to understand more and more what the members are going through every time they went through the automatic system and the wait. Let alone doctors and hospitals. I mean, I did work for Blue Cross California a couple of decades ago. And we never did think I could, you know, be part of that situation regarding members needing help. But this member needed help a great deal through Kaiser. What's appreciative at this point over here? Monday morning, they're not sounding like they're ready to tear my head off. Actually, willing to help out. What drove me crazy is not getting into the lingo that I would speak with other insurers concerning about situations I needed to get updated. It's like my brain just. Hey, here's the thing. I screwed up last night. Mama was. She had already did her stuff on the pee pads. She got into the bedroom. She wanted to run around midnight. I didn't want her to run around midnight. I wanted to get to sleep. I had very few minutes of sleep. I felt like I was just running like a zombie at that point. I was feeling the anger. I was feeling the frustration. Yeah, just like, why won't you let me sleep? Yelled out like crazy. That was real dumb on my part. Anyway, I didn't hurt her. Picked her up and held her like crazy, kissed her all over. Just wanted her to settle down so much. I was just holding her in my arms like you'd see me some other times without the shaking, just scratching her, pinching her, just. I blame you for this, Doc, but I love you so damn much. I love you. And I need sleep. And then somehow, when I'm trying to get her back onto the floor and wrapped around covers, I flipped my Cpap, and the water got into the electrical portions of it, shorted out the boards. I killed it. I had been awake since midnight. I'd had very few minutes of sleep earlier than that. I can't even tell you how much sleep I had the day before. So yeah, adrenaline is ebbing sometimes, and I had to fight it off. Couldn't sleep. I used to be able to sleep without a CPAP machine, Reverend Ed. A couple of decades ago, more than that. I was tested. I had severe sleep apnea. My family had listened to me catching my breath as I was sleeping many times, and I didn't even realize it. I think I said something about this in a couple of videos on this one, but I'm saying it again, just reiterating. And it's dangerous. It's deadly. And I had to go through a sleep study, and this one was fun. I was living in the San Fernando Valley at the time, and yeah, I feel like we're going to be doing the Google Maps again. My own way of trying to get through this story, sometimes audiovisual, and she must be obeyed. Anyway, I'm opening up Google Maps, and it's automatically going to hit me to where I'm currently at home, and I'm going to widen the shot until I see the San Fernando Valley, right below the wedge, the desert wedge, the armpit of Southern California. And now I'm heading over to the other portion where I grew up under San Fernando Valley. I wanted to show you something, pal. 405 freeway, right by the Ventura East-west. Actually, they called it north and south on the Ventura Freeway. I don't know why it was just called east and west to me anyway until it goes up to state and then it becomes north and south. But at the crossroads of two different freeways in the San Fernando Valley and the lower end of it. So in that pocket, right by the freeway, there is Ventura Boulevard. It's sandwiched between commercial buildings and residential areas, depending on which particular area we're talking about. And when we are talking about a 405, we had a lot of business in the areas if you looked at it. This was on the west side of the 405 Ventura interchange along the boulevard. There was an office building in that area. This is a busy corridor across the street from the testing center in itself. I mean, this is a medical area they have. There is a hospital. And it was constant. This happened back in the 2001, somewhere that time. This was nuts. But in one of those office buildings, they had the testing center for the sleep apnea. The office couldn't be facing the residential area of the hills. No, it had to face the damn street. You live in a big city for a bit, you understand what noise is all about. You live in a valley, sometimes you're oblivious to it, except when you're trying to sleep and trying to do something special. Meaning, they wanted to do a study on me to see how bad my sleep apnea was going to be. I couldn't sleep that night. They said, yeah, you got it bad. I mean, just when I got into the zone, just when I got into the REMs. Okay, we did it without you having a mask. Now we got to put a mask on it. And the machine sounded like it was a dinosaur roaring. Technology we have today is super quiet. The other one is like dealing with Jurassic Park in your ear. Except it's big and bulky testing machine that they had over 20 some odd years ago. And when I got out of that thing around 4 o'clock in the morning, I was heading to the showers, showered myself off, and then took a 5-hour sleep break, I think. And I was told about 1 or 2 days later that yes, I have severe sleep apnea. I'm going to get fitted for a machine. Okay, the machine sounded maybe like half of Jurassic Park was working. And I got used to the noise. I got used to the face hugger on my face. Yeah. But since that time, I'd switched from machine to a machine to another machine. And the current one I had is about 3 years old. And it was working fine. Got a replacement mask, hose, no problem. Until I had to overturn the damn thing and kill the damn circuit board in the thing. And now I'm running around like crazy trying to get a new prescription going. Looking at Medicare, EOB, explanation of benefits, medical coverage. And then there's Medicaid, which is state, which is supposed to be picking up everything else. Durable medical is covered under Part B of Medicare. And they usually have either purchase or rental. And when I had to purchase, that was about 3 years ago. Different unit, but it was still working. And then all hell broke loose today. So yeah, I'm going nuts. Losing my marbles. Wondering what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Yeah, finally located that office building. Definitely across the street from the hospital, to where they actually had a constant thrum of. Oh shit, that'd drive me crazy with the damn ambulances left and right. Fire engines screaming up and down. Police screaming up and down. For a long while, I got used to this damn thing for 38 years. I've been living in a quieter area of the Antelope Valley. We do have one fire department, one ambulance company. Ambulance is supposed to have 4 ambulances, but 1 or 2 are always out at Antelope Valley Hospital. And the fire engines are always on standby. If the ambulances are going out, a paramedic unit from the fire station goes out. I'm heading back to home on the Google Maps. Back to Rosamond, California. I think I talked to you about this one here, pal. Right along a street called Diamond. It was on the west side of the Sierra Highway on Rosamond. Cross street was Major Rosamond Boulevard, east side of the 14 freeway. In that little section, we have the Hall Ambulance Company. Recently, we added a substation of the Sheriff's Department there for public relations. But Hall Ambulance has 4 ambulances in the bay. And they're always out at the hospital waiting to put patients into different beds. On the west side of the 14 freeway, all the way towards, I think, 25th, no, 35th, is where our fire station is. The one and only fire station we have. Right next to the police station and our district that deals with the water. So our utilities are out there. This one horse town. Nothing compact. So yeah. One thing about sleep apnea, brain doesn't get enough sleep. You really feel it. Sluggish, mentally unstable, and I'm losing it. I was going to be going to class today, but online, but with the sluggishness that I was feeling and still feeling right now, I was canceling class, but the professor canceled it for me. So that's all right. I'm not going to stress over that one. Just wondering if I'm going to be living long enough. And still trying to wait for the phone calls to come in. But I thought I wanted to keep you up to speed with what's going on here, Reverend. You have a good one. God go with you. And I hope to see you again soon. Maltus.